Donald J. Trump, billionaire, and his team are still rifling through the reviews of his hyped-up immigration speech last night in Arizona. For days, Trump himself and his campaign had been hinting that he was on the precipice of moderating his stance on immigration to make it more congenial to a general election audience. But Trump's speech yesterday was immoderate in both tone and substance. There was no softening. There was no pivoting. There was just vintage Donald Trump. By the time his lengthy stem winder reached its end, Trump was in basically the same place on immigration that he has been all along. It turns out that some of Trump's own Hispanic advisory councils thought that too, and they weren't too happy about it. Here's one of them, Alfonso Aguilar, on CNN today, explaining why he's one of at least 3 Trump Hispanic Council advisors who are now saying adios to the Donald.
He gave the impression, and the campaign gave the impression till yesterday morning, that he was going to deal with the undocumented in a compassionate way. And in that speech, he's basically saying, we deport you or we self-deport you. It's even worse than what he initially proposed. So today I'm saying, not only I'm considering withdrawing my support, I'm telling you today I'm withdrawing my support from Donald Trump. And it's not only me, many like me think the same way.
Undeterred by criticism of that kind, Donald Trump was back on the campaign trail this morning with a rally in Wilmington, Ohio, where he framed his immigration posture, as he always does, as a matter of putting America first.
We're going to build the wall. Mexico's going to pay for the wall. We will treat everyone with dignity, respect, and compassion. But our greatest compassion will be for the American citizen. It will be, from now on, America first.
So Nicolle, my friend, Nicolle Wallace, the lovely Nicolle Wallace, in here to guest host with me again today. After all the toing and froing and Trump's big immigration speech last night, when it comes to that particular area, immigration that is Trump better or worse off politically today than he was before?
I think he's the exact same guy that he has been since he started this madcap adventure. I think he ended up in the exact same place he's always been on immigration, which is to the hard right of his party. And I think that it reflects how he sort of processes choices. I mean, obviously there was a discussion in his campaign about whether he should go to Mexico, whether that might benefit him a little bit to be seen with another country's leader. He said, yeah, I'll do that. But he also chose something else on the menu, to double down in the state of Arizona on the toughest and harshest rhetoric on his immigration policy. So he chose all the above. And I think worse than a muddled message, it was almost a taunt that'll set him back and perhaps the party back even further than they were at the end of the Republican primary.
Yeah, I actually think he's worse off today than he was before in this sense. I mean, having raised all these expectations that he was going to in some way become, as his Hispanic Advisory Council former member, Mr. Aguilar, said, when he was going to move into a more humane place. Having raised those expectations, he then went in the opposite direction. And so I think, the Hispanic vote now is gone to a large extent for Donald Trump, and for a lot of those the people we keep talking about, college-educated, suburban, Republican women, they look at this and say, man, not only is he harsh and inhumane, but he's also inconsistent and has been all over the place, and then he ends up here. It's just not a good look.
No, and unfortunately for the Trump campaign, it underscores this temperament argument that Hillary Clinton is making about him. It's not about what it's about with Trump. The argument they're trying to make is that he can't, it's a leadership argument, that you can't trust someone with the gravest, most consequential decisions of the presidency if they don't know their own mind. And he gave them Exhibit 33 yesterday.
Yeah, that's a low number.